Hey, hello everybody, and happy Sunday crafternoon. My name is Dawn Bourgette. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who loves everything, stamps, ink, paper, and all the blingy things. As we go ahead and have you guys find me in your newsfeed, go ahead and say hello as I check and make sure where I am supposed to be where I am. That made no sense, but you know what I mean. Looks like I am. Perfect. We're starting out on a good note. So today is the 28th of June of 2026. And in just, less than a week, it'll be the 4th of July holiday for us who live in the U.S. of A. It's hard to believe, really. It's like once July gets here for Michiganders, it's like half the summer is over already, because our summer is shorter than what I would prefer. But I got up this morning and automatically on my phone it said heat, how did it say it? Something like heat advisory warning or something like that. And I'm thinking, yeah, anything more than 75 degrees for a Michigander, yeah, it's going to get darn hot. And it's going to, too. I seen on the news, we may reach almost 100 degrees into the week. Holy hotcakes, Batman, right? I mean, you give me 60 degrees last week, then you're upshifting to almost 100 degrees. Yeah, Michiganders have a hard time with that. Anyway, enough with that weather stuff. I'm not going to complain because I don't like the alternate, which is winter. Anyway, once again, I'm Dawn, and this is my online store right here. So as you guys find me, like I said, if there's anything that we use today that you would like to grab up, although I have to say, let me backtrack, some of the things that we're using today aren't available until the 1st of July, which is honestly right around the corner, right? That's like 3 days, 4 days. So make a list of what you might like. We're kicking into the mode of spooky things today. And it's going to be a lot of fun because these items will be available on July 1st. And then some of the other items that we're using, of course, are available right now. They're current merchandise. But I appreciate you guys shopping with me. It helps for me to continue to do these free classes for you online, and I totally appreciate you supporting myself and my business with Stampin' Up! As an independent demonstrator. And by the way, if you are looking for a quick way to get to my online store, go ahead and point to that QR code. If you're looking at possibly getting all of your supplies, your crafting stuff, with a discount, and why wouldn't you? You want to go ahead and check that QR code out right there. Also, if you'd like to keep in touch with me, I have a weekly, actually more than weekly, quite honestly, a newsletter that I send every week. Go ahead and point your phone, the camera, to this QR code here. It'll take you directly to the link where all you need to do is put in your name, your email address, and push the submit button, and you're all set to go. It's that easy. One of the few things that I've done tech-wise that actually work. Also, other places where you can find me online, over on YouTube, and I upload these lives every week over to YouTube as well. So that is Dawn's Creative Chalet Papercrafting Instructor. And let's see, also on my blog. Those are the other two main places other than here on my Facebook page and my Facebook group. Oh yeah, I was losing my train of thought there. Caught a glimpse of something going on outside. Anyway, also my blog, which is dawnscreativechalet.com. And I go ahead and I load everything that we do on Sundays over to the blog, so you can go ahead and check them out. All of the pictures of the projects and the replay from today, all the things. Also, before I forget, because I think last week I forgot to mention this altogether, every week I come up with a recipe card for the days or the week's projects, I should say, because we always do more than one. There's some helpful links in here, and if you go ahead and download it, it also shows all the things that we've used for the days stuff. And then that way, if you do download it, they're clickable links and you can click right from the PDF over to my online store. So I try to make it really easy for you. And gosh, what else? Oh, a couple of things here I've added to the list. I know this is really daunting. You're like, oh my gosh, you're going to go through all that? No. I'm just going to bring up just a couple of days to you guys, but I am scheduling into September right now. I know that seems really crazy, but before we know it, our holiday book is going to be here. And that's going to include all the fun things like we have fall. I know the F word. And we also have Thanksgiving, Halloween, and Christmas. And they usually sprinkle in some other stuff in there too. So be on the lookout for that coming up soon. That's crazy, but yeah. I think pretty soon as a demonstrator, and anybody who does join our group will be able to then pre-order products, which I think is coming up later into, well, maybe the middle-ish of July. But anyway, any Hoosers, as far as things coming up on July, let's see here. I have to think about this. It's messing me up in my brain because I cannot believe it's almost July. But on Thursday, July 9th, we have Creative Card Class. And then we have Sip and Stamp, which is going to be on the 10th. So this month is moved a week later. Newsflash! Because of the holiday. And it's going to be crazy in there, and I don't want to be in their way. So we'll be doing the Sip and Stamp, the free craft, on July the 10th. And then as we get into the end of the month, we have the Waterside Retreat Product Inclusive Class. Hello, Miss Create. How are you? Oh, I know. Facebook, Kristen, is the goofiest thing. Sometimes I want to take a pool noodle and smack it. I don't know. It's goofy, but I'm glad that you're here. Thank you. Let's see. What else? Oh, and then into August, we have the Sip and Stamp again on the normal first Friday. And then in September, we have Sip and Stamp. We're going to move a week later again because of the holiday. After Labor Day, then we're back on track for a while for the first Friday of every month. It kind of bounces Memorial Weekend, 4th of July, and Labor Day weekend. So anyway, you can glance at the rest of this here. We do have, like I was talking about, the holiday. Hey, hi, Evelyn. It's okay, Kristen. No worries. Hello, guys. It's good to see you guys here. I love it when you're here. So hang with me. Let's see. Oh, the other date I do want to talk about as we get into September, and I know, right? But the September holiday catalog kickoff. Oh my gosh. I just had like a brain lapse there. Anyway, for the catalog kickoff for the holiday book is going to be the first Thursday of the month, September the 3rd, right before the Labor Day weekend. All these fun weekends, right? So put that on your calendar. It's going to come up. We'll talk about it more as it gets closer because we don't even have a book to look at yet. But you guys know I do it every year. I love to do it. I love to party, so it's all good. Also, just a reminder, as you shop in my online store, if you reach the $75 mark, hello, Jan. How are you? Happy Sunday crafternoon. As you read the $75 mark, in my online store, of course, you can take advantage of the product of the month for just $5. And this is a free gift for you as well for shopping with me, the Creative Card Collection. And this month we are featuring the Scenic Coast. This paper, oh my gosh, it's stunning. And by the way, you guys, the Designer Series paper is back in stock. So, newsflash. We need the, what was it that Kmart had, the blue light special? But anyway, just to let you guys know that the Designer Series paper came back a little early because they actually had moved the date to the 29th of, which would be tomorrow, the week of the 29th. But it popped in early. I was so happy. Also, if you do decide to go ahead and purchase the Silly Old Bear Sweet collection. This is another gift for you on top of the other PDF. By the way, the other PDF has 16 projects, which is pretty cool for you to kickstart your creativity with the Scenic Coast Sweet collection. And then we have Silly Old Bear, which is basically, you know him, Winnie the Pooh. And this PDF has 10 ideas for you in it, and it's free of charge to you when you order the entire Sweet collection with me at my online store. Okie dokie. Also, just a reminder, you guys, about Paper Pumpkin. If you have not done so already, make sure to sign up for the July kit. Sign up by the 10th of July to receive the Hooray for Birthdays. It looks really super cute. I'm really excited. They always give us a sneak peek on the colors that will be represented in the kit. Whoops, let me see here. Something came up on my screen that was kind of weird. Anyway, so just make sure to sign up by the 10th for that. And how many of you did get the Bikes and Blooms kit? That is so stinking cute. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to talk about this just for a hot minute. We have another craft class coming up. I don't know if you guys have tried these. They are a lot of fun. Excuse me. This is a bundle that you cannot get yet until July 1st. Then you'll understand it a little bit better. But we obviously have some Halloween and some Christmas items that will become live to customers on July 1st. They're all online exclusives. So this class is going to feature the Pretty Poinsettia bundle. And the class is $30. It's done in a private Facebook group. And the live class is on July the 16th at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. However, it is recorded. So if you would still like to take the class, you certainly can and just watch the replay. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I like the fact that you can watch it over and over and over again if there's like a part of it that you're a little perplexed on or kind of hung up on, that kind of thing. But anyway, if you're wanting to kickstart your Christmas cards, actually it's going to be a Christmas card, I think a Christmas 2-page spread, and excuse me, my goodness, there was something else. I can't remember what it was. So there's a little bit of a few things going on with this class, which I'm really excited about. It's not just cards, is what I should say. And then as July 1st does arrive, if you are interested in taking this class, you can purchase it right in my online store. You can go ahead and get those supplies. So I'm just going to show this for a second. This way, if you watch the replay, you can go ahead, see what you will need, and then shop over at my online store for those products. Speaking of online, of course, in May, we had some really cool stuff introduced to us, along with the Winnie the Pooh Silly Old Bear collection. Hey, Sue, happy Sunday crafternoon. And make sure to check it out. There's some really cool things in there. And then, of course, like I was mentioning, on July, whoops, I was grabbing it from the wrong end. On July 1st, we have a brand new, look at that, a lot of stuff coming up that's online only products. And of course, we have our, I have to think about this, May through August catalog. So our September through December will be all holiday. But there's some really cool things in here as well. All right, you guys ready to get started? So first of all, I have a question for you guys. We're going to have you participate a bit. So make sure your fingers are limber and you're ready to play along, right? I want to get a little more interaction with you guys today because I think sometimes I feel like I know you're there, I know you're watching, but I'm like, where are they? They're not saying a whole lot. Oops, I'm going to adjust my camera just slightly here. There we go. First of all, how many of you decorate for the 4th of July? I mean, obviously you probably want to be American, although you don't have to be, I guess, if you're watching from across the pond or elsewhere. But I'm kind of curious, who all does decorate for the 4th? And then while you guys are answering that, I'm going to show you guys a couple of the things that we're using today. First of all, we have the tried and true, the Stylish Shapes dies. I love these. I think used them on 1, maybe 2 projects today. I can't remember. But anyway, if you do not have these, there's the item number for it. And definitely want to get your hands on these. They are super handy. And then we're also, like I said, it was going to be a little spooky today. So today we are going to use what is going to be new for customers starting July 1st, some Halloween products called Oh My Fright. It is a really cute bundle, not scary except for the scary kitty cat. But Halloween, I'm a October baby. And my mom always loved Halloween, and I think I just kind of, I don't know, there's something about Halloween. It's just fun. You know, you can just be goofy and accepted. Anyway, this bundle has this really cool tag die in it. I have a couple of additional cards that we're not making today that I'll show you as samples before I let you go. But you guys make sure to remind me, because sometimes I get to talk and then I forget. But anyway, I really think that this is a cute set. I like the kitties. I think they're kind of cool. And then also, we're going to use the Swirls of Magic embossing folder. I kept this so you could see this a little bit better. And it's used with my Halloween stuff, but I want you guys to keep an open mind on this, because I made this the other day. Isn't that cute? And we just went from Halloween backtracking to the 4th of July. So, and this is the Splash and Relax bundle. And like I said, in that embossing folder there. And I did use some of our two-tone cardstock on that there. That's Night and Navy. The rest of it, I believe, is Blueberry Bushel. And how fun is that? Let's see here. Also, we're not really using this today, but I have samples using this. We actually have 3 bundles that are Halloween-ish, if you want to call it that. This is Web of Fun. The other one has a raven in it. I did not get that one. I thought between the 3, these were, oh, thank you, Jan. These were the 2 that I really, really liked. I like the big spider web. I just think it's kind of fun. And the big verbiage, so it takes up real estate on your card, which is pretty cool to me, because as you guys know, the more real estate it takes up, the less decorating you have to work so hard at it, right? I don't know. That's just my thought. I'm sticking to it. But anyway, I did want to show you Web of Fun as well. These are the 2 that I did purchase that will be available starting July 1st. Okay, let's go ahead and get started on our first card. So there's a little story behind this card. In my team group, I have some wonderful ladies that are willing to take care of a couple of things for me. Let's put it that way. They're team members that really like to branch outside the box. And one of the things that we do, one thing that I started years ago with my team is a creative challenge every month. And then if you participate, we draw a name and you get a prize. So that's always kind of fun, right? Hi, Lee. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Happy Sunday afternoon. Well, then we just started something new. So I have one gal who's in charge of mystery stamping. I'm sure you guys have heard of that. If you have not, mystery stamping, you go ahead, you get the directions on what to cut. And you pick what you want theme-wise, and then like a couple days later, you get the instructions on how you're going to put this card together. And everybody usually picks something different just because it's fun to see what people have chosen. and what they come up with to create. And then our other challenge, which I think I'm also going to use today, that's right, is a sketch challenge. So every single month we just have a creative challenge, the mystery stamping, and the card sketches. So we keep pretty busy in our group. It's a lot of fun, and there's no no pressure on it, but I love to try to think outside the box. Anyway, long story long is we're going to make this card, and I just think it was kind of cool, right? Even the inside, isn't that fun? This designer series paper is really cool. So we're going to go ahead and make this, and check out these little itty bitty ghosts. Oh, I got to show you guys these. These are so cute. Whoop, where did I put them? Here they are. I was like, they couldn't have run away on me already. So we have little bats, ghosts, and then dots in black and white as well. They are so stinking cute. They're adhesive backed, bats, ghosts, and dots, as they call them. So you might want to put that on your wish list coming up pretty soon. I think that these, I think these are going to be a really hot item because they're just stinking cute. And they're the perfect size to put on your tree. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab all of our bits. I did do, obviously, a lot of this stuff in advance because I talk too much, and that's a given, right? Anyway, we have all of our goodies here, and I'm looking for, cheat sheet. I'll say I'm lost without my cheat sheet. Okay, I'm using Basic Gray for my card base. This is 7 3/4 by 5 1/2. So yes, it's a little smaller lengthwise than what we would normally cut. So 7 3/4 by 5 1/2. And then I've scored at, on the long side, 2 1/2. And again at 6 3/4. 2 1/2, 6 3/4. Then you end up with this goofy looking card base. Pretty easy, right? And then you pick your designer series paper, which I really love this. In fact, I should have brought my sampler over that has the little 2x2 squares of this stuff, but we'll wait on that for now because I've talked a lot as it is. Anyway, this is the inside liner of the card. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And then this piece of designer paper, and here again is the back of it. And this is one of those mirror images, so it has the trees on the top and on the bottom. Then you slice it in half, and you can get like 6 card fronts out of it, plus, depending on how you want to use it. But anyway, this is also cut at, let's see here. I'm going to measure it. I want to say 4 by 5 1/4, but I'm afraid, yep, it is 4 by 5 1/4. For some reason, I didn't have that written down. Oops. So let's go ahead, first of all. I'm going to take this piece, and we're going to glue it on the inside here. We'll do all of our stamping inside last. Most of the time I don't do stamping on the inside of the card, but these stamps were just too stinking cute to not play with them a little bit and to show you guys a little bit more. And then what I'm going to do, I want this side to show when I close my card, kind of like here. You can't see a whole lot of it, but still. So I'm going to go ahead and put glue on the inside here. Where did I just put my liquid glue? Oh my goodness. I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this up against the fold and make sure it is centered, and then push down just like that. Perfect. That's easy enough. Okay. And then I have another 2 pieces of Basic Gray. So this piece basically is what would have been right here. I saved it, and I ran it through that beautiful embossing folder, the, what was it called again? Swirls of Magic Isn't that cool? I love it. Now you can really make this pop and just lightly run an ink pad over the top of it, maybe in black. That would be kind of cool, right? But anyway, and then this piece is also, let's see here. So this is 1 by 5 1/4. This one is 3 by 5 1/4. We're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna glue these guys down. Just centering it-ish. There's always that ish in there, right? And this one as well on the left-hand side. Whoops. Oh, shoot. Actually, you know what? I cut that too big. We're going to save that before. What is it? Every week I have a mishap with you guys. But I guess that's kind of cool. So you can see I make mistakes as well. So I'm going to double check this. And of course, I just cleaned my trimmer because it had glue gunk all over it. I wonder why, right? So anyway, let me measure this again because I think I really messed that up. 3 inches. So I need that at about 2 inches. Ooh, I was off a whole inch. Holy cow. So we're just going to trim that. Hopefully, oh, well, we're going to use it. We're using it. Heck with it. Because what's going to be on the front is going to distract from my little mistake. Good thing it's the same color. It just kind of blends in. Okay, all good. Anyway, this is the stylish shape that I cut out of Timid Tiger. So instead of paper pumpkin, they decided to use Timid Tiger in this designer paper, which I think is kind of cool. I haven't used Timid Tiger a whole lot. And we're going to go ahead and put this on with dimensionals, but I only want to put, look at that, pristine, new, what I want to call it, page of dimensionals. Call it a page. Anyway, anywho, and I go ahead and just put them on the left-hand side so that we don't glue our card shut. And we're going to put it right about there. And then I've already die cut one of these really spooky trees. Whoops. And we're going to go ahead and attach this with a little bit of liquid glue. I always forget to use adhesive sheets. How about you guys? I don't know why. And nobody, I don't think, unless I'm not seeing it, I don't think anybody answered to let me know if they also decorate for the 4th of July. I don't know. Look at these cute little bats. So this is another die, and I believe it, yeah, it cuts 3 of them at one time, which is nice. It's a little time saving, which I love. And I'm going to go ahead, and I think for the, I was almost thinking I'd use basic gray for the sentiment, but I think we'll just go ahead and use black. And this is Trick or Treat. And by the way, this piece is cut, I didn't write it down, did I? Oh, I did. 2 3/8 by 3/4 of an inch. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and attach this first with, of course, a couple of dimensionals. And put that right about here-ish. Actually, maybe down just a little bit more. There we go. And then we'll take just a bat. I think I'll use these on another project. We'll just use one. And attach it there. And then bring in my cute little ghosties. And let's see here. Take your pick tool. And we'll put one little ghosty there. And have this one kind of drifting off over here. Oop. And we'll put one over here, maybe. There we go. I think we'll move him up a little before I push him down completely. Whoop. Okay. And there we go. That is card number 1. How fun is that? And that was mystery stamping in my team group. Love it. Hello, Deborah. Happy Sunday Crafternoon. Thanks for joining. Alrighty, now let's go ahead and move on to the next. Let's see here. I have 3, by the way, for you guys today. Now, this card sketch, I believe, was in our catalog recently, if it isn't one of those that are in there right now. I can't remember where I've seen it, but this may look familiar to you guys. So my team member decided to use it, and I loved it. The reason why I loved it so much was because, oh, thank you, Jan. I didn't really like the card sketch. I'm just being honest, because the thing is I can never do dovetails correctly. And then before I know it, I keep cutting, and then I have a piece that's half the size. Can you guys relate? You know, where it gets really, really small and you're thinking, okay, now I got to start over. So this was very perplexing to me. But I love the card, and I love the fact that she got me out of my comfort zone with this layout. Or card sketch, if you want to call it that. So let's grab, and I want to show you guys a couple of things here. I already did it, but I'm going to redo it for you. So I haven't actually cut it yet. This was the side of the designer paper that I do want to use. I did the same on the sample. But I went on the back of it. You guys are going to see some scribbly marks. And I purposely did it with ink so you guys could see exactly what I did. So this piece is, and I better get my cheat sheet because I don't want to give you guys the wrong directions. First of all, this is Timid Tiger. We've cut it at 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4 for the card base. Then I also cut another piece of Timid Tiger that we ran through the Swirls of Magic embossing folder. And that is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. But this piece here is what we're going to talk about right now. And this is cut at, let's see here, 2 1/4 by 4 3/4. So with that being said, I went ahead and I found on the back side, I found my, I want it to be even. Oh my gosh, Dawn, speak correctly here. Goodness sakes. So I went ahead, I wanted to mark the halfway point on my paper. So I did that. Then I decided I only wanted about 1/4 of the way up. Like I didn't want a real drastic dovetail, right? Because I think they look better when the paper is wider and it's not such a drastic point on the dovetails. So I thought, okay, well, let's go with about 1/4 of an inch. So then I marked it there. And then from there, I took my ruler. You guys see where I'm going with this, right? And then I just went from corner to the mark. I turned it and corner to that mark. So I know exactly where I need to cut it, which helps me out a little bit. I don't know, I just need that extra vision there. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to cut this puppy. I just think it helps sometimes. Like I said, I try to wing it and then I'm like, ooh, that didn't come out so well, right? And then the same on this side. And there we go. Better than what I would have done just eyeballing it for sure. Okay, now I can give you guys some other measurements here. So I gave you the base, and then the piece is 4 by 5 1/4. Like I said, this piece is 2 1/4 by 4 3/4. And then we have another layer here for the ghosts. So I have basic white which is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then the layer on top, this, isn't that cute? Look at the back side. That's adorbs. The piece of designer series paper is cut at 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. I just wanted just a little edge of the white peeking through there. And then we have, I cut out a couple of these just in case I made a mistake. You only need one. But you know how that goes. If you don't have it cut, then that's when you wish you had it. But anyway, so this piece is for the sentiment. And this is, I didn't write it down, did I? Of course not. Let's give you guys some measurements. Oh my gosh. I am seriously slacking. Okay, 2 inches long and 1 1/4 width, I guess. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and assemble. First of all, I want to pop this up with some dimensionals. Boop, boopy doo. I feel like we need music, like Jeopardy or something when I'm peeling these. Oh my goodness. I know, right? Me too, Evelyn. I just need that little extra visual, and sometimes, you know, anything that can help somebody else out, I'm all about sharing it. And I was just going to cut those dovetails. I thought, no, I think I'll share this because who knows? Maybe there's somebody else that I can help out. Got to help out a friend, right? Okay. By the way, I forgot to stamp the inside of the last card. I just remembered that. I guess I'll do that later. All good. Okay, so we're going to put this one at an angle. This still is, whoa, isn't perfect, but it's better than what I could have done otherwise. And then I'm going to layer these two together. Whoops, I have a bat stuck to my glue. Oh my goodness. I'm going to layer these together. And again, peeling these off. Whoops. Layering it onto the card front. Hopefully the bats are going in the right direction. Did you see that? I almost glued that on. Then there would be, although it is a Halloween card, anything goes, right? I'm going to move this over just a little. That looks good. And then, of course, we need our sentiment, and we're using Timid Tiger ink. And our Happy Halloween stamp. All right. And there we are. Perfection. I love when things turn out great, especially when I'm live with you guys, because you guys know I already make enough boo-boos. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere this with dimension. Did I? I did. I put dimensionals on that. This is gonna be a really puffy card. You could go ahead and just not use them if you're going to send it in the mail. I know our mail system's getting really fussy with us card makers who love to do layers. And then this is the ghost that you can cut out with the die. Isn't he cute? Woo! I know you really needed that extra little sound effect, didn't you? And we're going to go ahead and attach him. I'm going to put the dimensional, see, this is the back side, towards the bottom, because I've already layered this up with dimensionals. I just kind of want them peeking there. There we go. And if you want, you can also embellishment with, add an embellishment like ribbon and the little ghosties, maybe some of these little dots. Yeah, that'd be fun. But anyway, that is card number 2. And let's see here. Our last card, I think I got this idea off of the Stampin' Up website, because when you go to the online store and go shopping, they always have samples. Maybe, I don't remember where I seen this, but it was not, I don't think it was a card front like this. I think it was something else. Maybe it was a tag or I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to do it as a card and an A2 size card. Maybe it was a smaller card front. Maybe it was 4x4, but nonetheless, I just wanted to recreate it. Get all my pieces here. So first of all, the card base is basic black, which is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then we have our inside piece, basic white, which is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to go ahead and get this right out of our way, putting that inside the card. And then I have another piece. This is our first layer. This again is basic gray. You know, I have not used basic gray in forever, but I'm kind of digging it. And this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Now, I don't think I'm going to experiment today, but you know what would be really cool is using our pigment white ink and lightly brush over this, especially on the darker colors. Wouldn't that be pretty? Oh, yes. Anyway, we're going to continue on. My mind is always thinking, right? Did I tell you the measurement on this? It's 4 by 5 1/4. Just in case I had not. I did already go ahead and I heat emboss this with our basics Wow embossing powder in white. But I do want to show you guys what I did. Where did my stamp set go? Where did I put it? Oh, here it is in front of my face. So the stamp actually says boo to you. I just wanted the boo. So when I went to emboss it, I just inked up the boo. Now, if you're really good, or you just like to wing it like me, because I'm lazy, I want to show you guys a little something here. Oh, there it is. So taking your stamp, I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper, just in case there's somebody new, right? And they get this aha moment, because some of these little things that we know, maybe somebody who's new may not. I just think this is kind of fun. Now you can go ahead and use tape across there or a Post-it note. I'm just too lazy to do that most of the time. I don't want to take the time. So I'll use the edge of my ink pad. Now, of course, I used Versamark because I wanted to emboss that. But just like that, you just altered your stamp instantly. So just a fun little trick, just in case. I know sometimes I forget about those simple little things, right? Anywho, onward. So I cut out 1, 2, 3, I think 6. Actually, I might have cut out even more just to have them just in case. That's in the die set. Also, again, we have the bats, which are in that same die set, or actually the bundle. And then we have this cool little die, which is what I put in all 4 corners. And then we also have these. Now, I had bought these, but I didn't buy the rest of the suite that it coordinated with. So if you recall, in our online store, I think we still have the suite. I don't remember the name of it, but it features soccer, a lot of soccer, because right now, of course, soccer is really hot. It has been hot for kids. But anyway, if you have the grands or if you have kids that play soccer, you're going to want to grab it if it's still available. And part of the suite were these really cool stars. Well, I'm not into soccer. I don't know any kids that play soccer. I'm not going to go see the FIFA soccer games. But anyway, these attracted, they got my attention. I love stars. Stars are fun, right? And what's really cool about these, first of all, I don't know if you guys can see. Let me grab the one that I've picked through. I've gone through a few of these. There's a little bit, well, maybe not. I'll say there's a little bit of glittery on them, but they don't. So they are just soft. But what's really cool is that you can color these with Stampin' Blends and make them any color that you want. So if you didn't want black, well, excuse me, I guess you got to take black for what it is because you can't really color black. But I mean the white stars, you can color them any color that you would like with Stampin' Blends. So just a FYI, looking again outside the box, right? We have the ghosts and the bats and the dots that will be coming soon. But also, I love stars, and I can color them any color I want. Now, today we're going to use them as white stars because they're going to go perfectly with our card. But just another, I can't talk today, another thing to point out to you. So how am I going to do this? Let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and lay out the card. So again, I have a visual because that's me. I just need that visual before I stick and commit. Because my sticking and committing, I really need to think it over, right? And then we have the boo. It's going to go right about there. And I think I cut out more ghosts than what I need, but that's okay. Because I figured I would probably use them for another project anyway. And we're going to make a ghost wreath out of this. How fun is that? And I think, did I stick these down? I did, with dimensionals. Of course, why do I have to even question myself, right? Love those things. If they ever get rid of dimensionals, we're going to have a funeral for them. It's going to be a very sad day for me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And 2, 3. How did I fit 6 on there? I must have made it a little bigger. Okay, there we go. There we are. Anyway, you guys get the idea, right? So I'm going to stick this down first. We're going to start with this so I have a starting point. I think that'll help. And we're going to stick it right about there. And I think with these little guys, I'm not going to mess with dimensionals on them. I think it'll be easier just to glue them down. And let's see here. Whoops. I kind of like these. I thought they were kind of fun. Oh, maybe we should do it this way. Let's try it this way on this card. Oh, I did on the other card. Duh. Oh my gosh. Gee, Dawn, your idea was really great on the first card, but now we're going to do it the opposite. Dork. Oh, goodness sakes. Sometimes, I don't know. You're like, why am I here watching this woman? She's crazy. Okay, there we go. All right, so those are down. We've committed. Now let's go ahead and do our cute little ghosties. I'm going to really tuck him down. Let's see here. We're going to start right from there. I think that's why my wreath was a little bigger. All right. There we go. So what do you guys have planned for the week? Let me know. I think I'm going to be creating some, don't shoot me, but Christmas cards. In fact, I kind of started on that yesterday because I was thinking about next week's live and using a new suite of product that's called Stitched Christmas. And it's got a really cool, good-sized Christmas, or a stocking, Christmas stocking in it, which I just think is, whoops, a lot of fun. Actually, I think this is going to be a bigger wreath. I don't know. We'll soon find out, won't we? Actually, I think I'm going to stop it there. And this one came off from where it was supposed to be, so we're just going to add a little more glue there. And then I have some cute little bats. Oops, his eyeballs weren't poked out. We need our hokey pokey tool here. I'm gonna go ahead and whoop, poke out his eyeballs. That sounds awful, doesn't it? All right, little bit of glue and glue him there. Whoops, oh goodness sakes. There we go. Thank goodness this glue dries clear, because I'm definitely a hot mess with it. And as hard as I try not to be, I am. And we're going to put that one there. And we'll put this one right here next to this little ghosty guy. And we have a lot of extra parts for the next card. Okay. So that is card number 3. Isn't that cute? All right, so I wanted to also show you guys a couple more cards. Let's bring back what we've just created here. And with the other bundle, the Web of Fun, this is where that big web came into play. There's also this really cute die right here that fits that larger Halloween. And the happy and the background for happy is also in that bundle as well. And then I did, like I talked about, coloring the stars. So I colored these with Granny Apple Green, blending the blends, Stampin' Blends. And then also the little spider guy, he is in Highland Heather, I believe, both the light and the dark. And yeah, you can see I really like this paper. This particular piece is a lot of fun because it does a lot of the heavy lifting for you. It's already got all the cool artwork of the trees and the moon, that kind of thing. And then we have this one here. Remember, I said it takes up a lot of real estate. So the Happy Halloween, again, I love this right here. It's so cool. I decided to use happy without the outline like I did on this card here. And then this cute little stamp is in the stamp set, and I just went ahead and I stamped it all the way across 4 times. Again, I colored those cute stars. By the way, the star actual name, in case you guys are looking for them in the online store, they are called Wonderful Stars Puffy Stickers. But it makes me happy. It's a fun card. And then here's another one. Now here is from the Oh My Fright bundle that we were just using. I want to make sure I did say that correctly. Make sure it's the right name. Where did it go? Okay. Well, that's really weird. I just noticed something, you guys. That is crazy. Look at that. It's in French. I mean, I know it doesn't matter because they're only dies, but I just realized that when I ordered, because I have obviously the English, but I ordered it as a bundle, and then I got these in French. I don't know. That's really weird. Okay. Because I'm looking at it, trying to read it, and I'm thinking, what does that say? So it's Oh My Fright. That was crazy. I guess I've never noticed that before. So check out your dies. You never know. But anyway, and again, I use the, oh gosh, now I can't remember this one. Swirls of Magic embossing folder. Again, I use the stars. And that die that has the, I want to call it a bookmark. It's a tag. And again, that cute little star stamp. Use my blending brush with Timid Tiger. And also did a little bit of coloring, not the best, but did a little bit of coloring in Smoky Slate And I think that this was Highland Heather, because it's a little bit darker than Fresh Freesia, and I want a little more purple in it. And of course, my black there, but that's a lot of fun. Okay, gosh. I hope that I've inspired you guys a little bit. For those of you who do like to do a little Halloween, also this set would be really fun for like samplers, if you're into making the 8x8 or 12x12 samplers that are kind of fun and famous kind of thing, a craft to do. I love making those. I'll probably attempt that pretty soon because I don't know, I have some ideas stirring in my brain. But anyway, guys, thanks for being here. I appreciate you so much. And happy 4th of July. I hope that you do have a lot of fun this upcoming weekend. And please be safe. Hang out with your friends and family. Have a great time. Make some wonderful memories. And I will see you on the 5th of July right here at 1 p.m. Eastern Time for another fun free class, Sunday Crafternoon with me, Dawn. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.